Hi, this is Elisa from Low Cooking Rubber Stamp. Today I'm going to show you how to make those two cards. The same images, but the totally different design. Let's start it. So we're going to use these all wrapped up stamp set, the matching die, or number one cell background stamp, the word stamp set. Okay, so in this stamp set, we can see this shadow stamp is the one with the white outline, and this detail stamp is the stamp with the black outline. The difference is when you see the stamp with the black outline, they have a hollow area, and the stamp with the white outline, they are the shadow stamp, so the outline is reversed. So the shadow stamp work well with markers, and we have a lot of tutorial to show you how to work with our magic marker. But we do have a lot of a detail stamp too. The detail stamp, most of the people, they just use marker to color the stamp, but we have a lot of a great idea how to use the detail stamp, and you can also create a beautiful card just with the detail stamp. Okay, so here's the material that we need to make at least the first card, and I'm going to show you the second card, what kind of material we need. So we're going to need a few impact. We are going to need at least multicolor impact if you have one. If you don't have it, just one color will work just fine. We need the Versamark, we need the Stays-On, and we need a brayer. Okay, so this is our all wrapped up stamp set. When I design my stamp, I always think how many different possibilities that I can use this stamp set. I don't want to create a stamp set that you can only make one card. I want to create something that you can come up with too many different ideas with just one stamp set. So in this stamp set, we have a little flower here. This flower, you can do a lot of things, but in this tutorial, we are going to use this flower to decorate our kimono. So what I did is I already stamped or image with Stays-On or the black impact will work just fine. On the regular cardstock or glossy paper, they all work well. And I already pre-cut it. So if you're new to our tutorial, we have over 70 different plus tutorial already made. They are ready to view. So make sure you check it out. So we're going to use the impact or the markers to color the stamp. You can use I think this is a small stamp. We can use just two colors that will work just fine. If you don't have the impact like this, just markers, you can use multicolor. So just ink your stamp first with a light orange, and then we are going to use a little bit darker pink, just gently rub on top. And what we're going to do is we are going to, you can stamp first and then die cut later, because we have a matching die matching or stamp. So it's you stamped it, any color of the line is going to die cut it. So it doesn't matter. So we're going to just use this stamp to decorate your kimono to make it look like the pattern. So we are going to re-ink again. Rub your stamp. Rub, rub, tap, tap. That's the best way to ink your stamp. And then we are going to just move around to create the pattern. Okay, you can try a few different colors. Simple but so easy. Looks how pretty it is. And then if you like, you can use a fine tip marker to give a bit shading, a little bit color. That will work just fine. Okay, if you have been following my tutorial, you probably realize I don't really use pattern paper. I always create my own background. The most of the reason is that sometimes I found some nice pattern paper, I use it, and they discontinue. And when I create a tutorial and everybody want to have the same pattern paper, and it's hard to find. So most of the time, I just create my own pattern paper. I'm going to show you how to create this awesome background. It's very, very easy. So we are going to use the glossy paper. This one we prefer use a glossy paper because we are going to use a Versamark. The Versamark work well on the glossy paper. Okay, so make sure you clean your stamp. The stamp we just use the ink, and then we are going to use a Versamark. Versamark is kind of impact that creates some kind of watermark looking. So what you're going to do is just gently tap your stamp, and just stamp. Give a nice firm press. Hold it for 3 seconds. Make sure you have a nice ink image. Okay, so make sure you hold it. It's a little bit hard to see. They kind of create the watermark looking, and I just use a few 3 times. And let's just do one more. Okay, you can rotate your stamp. Okay, let's see if you can see the image, very, very light image. Okay, so when you work with a VersaFine, you kind of have to work a little bit faster because if they dry, you probably won't get a nice image. So we're gonna use this multicolor ink pad. It's a Collodial color from the Zucchini Co. This one is called the Desert Heat. You can try to use a different color too. The ink pad is like a divide 5 section. We're going to just push all together so that way we don't have a white gap between. And I'm going to use a brayer. Just apply your brayer on the ink pad. Make sure it's one direction and horizontal. Don't try to apply the ink pad this way. This is the perfect way to ruin your ink pad, okay? So apply your ink pad one direction only. And then now we are going to apply on top of your image. Same thing, one direction only. Okay, I'm going to zoom in so that you can see a little bit better. See the watermark is already pop up already. And then we're going to ink the ink pad again. And then again. So after you finish applying with a brayer, you can use a Kleenex, kind of just wipe off the extra ink on top of your Versamark. And see, they created some kind of watermark looking. The place you stamp with a Versamark, they kind of masking your image. And then when you apply the, you use a ruler, and then the place you stamp, they don't pick up any image. And then we're going to just add our background. So this is how I ink my background stamp. So rub, tap, tap, tap. And we are going to just place your stamp, your card on top. And you use your finger to rub the back of your cardstock. That's the best way to ink your stamp, your image, your stamp. And also in this stamp set, they come with these 2 little cute dolls. So what I did is I already stamped with StazOn and I just color with markers. And now we're going to just glue all together. Voila! And then I use Local King's corner die cut to create these nice corner looking, and then you can stamp in thank you, happy birthday, anything you like. So this project is one of our Local King rubber stamp on board project. So we have all 12 projects plus 4 make and take, and we're going to slowly upload to YouTube. So make sure you sign our newsletter. You don't want to miss any of our awesome tutorial. So next, they are exactly the same stamp image, and it looks what's different between these two cards. It looks totally different, and I'm going to show you how to create this card. This one I use the pattern paper, and it's very simple and easy. That's started. Okay, to be able to use Asia looking kimono card, same thing, we are going to use our outline stamp image, and we are going to prepare some pattern paper. You can buy this beautiful organic pattern paper from Henko's design, and or any kind of pattern paper. Flory, they looks good for the backing. They will work just fine. So we're going to use these nice Japanese style paper. Okay, so what I did is I did the gold embossing on top of this nice Japanese style paper, and I just do the gold embossing. They make it look like a fabric. So if you take a look at your pattern paper, you probably can find a lot of nice pattern paper that you can use for the backing. So the detail stamp, instead of you coloring, we just stamp on the pattern paper that create the background color, which is good things. So I did the gold embossing, and then we are going to die cut it. This paper is kind of thin, so what did I do is I will glue this piece paper on piece regular cardstock. before I run to the machine die cut it. One of the reasons is because this is so thin, so when you want to mount on your cardstock, if you want to do the foam tape under, it's not going to, because the paper is too thin, they are not going to support your image. So what I did is I just used a piece of regular cardstock glued together, and I run through the machine, I die cut it, and so that way after you die cut it, this piece of paper is kind of, the thickness is strong enough to hold it. You put the foam tape under. So that's it. Look, the same stamp set, two different cards. They look totally different. I love to see what do you do with the all wrap up stamp set. We have a 20% off coupon code promotion available online now, and the coupon code is 2019 NEWD20. So take the opportunity, shop online. Everything is 20% off now. The promotion is until April 30, 2019. Thank you. See you next time.